General Hospital spoilers suggest dark clouds are gathering around Michael Corinthos, and Rory Gibson may soon be thrust into one of the most perilous chapters of his character's story yet. As new evidence comes to light, Kai Taylor and Trina Robinson could receive deeply unsettling news that forces them to confront the very real possibility that Michael's future is about to unravel. With investigators confirming that Drew Kane's house key was found on Michael's keychain, the case against him is suddenly gaining momentum. That single detail places Michael at the crime scene on the night of the shooting and gives law enforcement what they believe is probable cause. An arrest now feels imminent, and once word spreads through Port Charles, the fallout could be swift and brutal. For Trina and Kai, the confirmation hits harder than expected. They both knew Michael was at risk of being implicated, but the reality of him potentially facing criminal charges is terrifying. Watching an innocent man inch closer to prison is not something either of them is prepared to accept quietly. The idea that Michael could lose everything, his freedom, his reputation, and his family leaves them shaken and unsure how to proceed. What makes the situation even more complicated is what Trina and Kai already know. On the night Drew was shot, they overheard Willow's ringtone for Wiley Corinthos, proving she was inside the house at the critical moment. That knowledge has haunted them ever since. Trina has been adamant that Michael should not pay for a crime he didn't commit, especially when there are clear signs pointing toward a setup. Still, stepping forward isn't simple. Kai may agree with Trina in principle, but the timing of when to go to the police could become a serious point of contention between them. Turning over what they know now could expose them to scrutiny, legal consequences, or accusations of withholding evidence. Waiting, however, means risking Michael's arrest and possibly watching him be charged for something he had no hand in. Their hesitation is fueled by the growing suspicion that Willow deliberately orchestrated this frame-up. Trina and Kai may hope that if investigators dig deeper, the truth will eventually surface without them having to put themselves directly in harm's way. Even Nathan West raised doubts about the logic of the case, pointing out that it made no sense for the real shooter to keep a key to the crime scene. Despite that, Dante Falconeri quickly leaned toward believing Michael lied, rather than considering a more elaborate setup. That rush to judgment only reinforces Trina and Kai's belief that Michael is being railroaded. They know Willow well enough to understand just how far she might go to protect her secrets, and that makes staying silent feel increasingly dangerous. At the same time, speaking up too soon could backfire if the police aren't ready to listen. As pressure mounts and Michael finds himself backed into a corner, Trina and Kai will be forced to make a defining choice: protect themselves and wait, or risk everything to save an innocent man. One way or another, Michael's fate is hanging by a thread, and Rory Gibson's character may soon face consequences that change his life forever.